day 2 of NaNoWriMo, and I'm already 1,000 words behind. So this is pretty much going as expected so far. I'm not great at beginnings. A lot of people say it's like running downhill in the beginning, you know, everything's new and fresh and exciting. But for me, it's like I don't know where I am. It's like I'm somewhere unfamiliar, and the only people I have, like, there to guide me are strangers. I much prefer being in the middle or the end, being in the thick of things with characters I know really well. It's one reason I love revising and editing things. I like to know what I'm working with. So I knew this was going to be difficult. But it's still enjoyable, and I'm not panicking about getting behind. One thing I've learned over the years is that panicking about word count doesn't help anything. And although it might seem kind of paradoxical given that I joined Camp NaNoWriMo and it's a challenge that is all based on word count, I don't think the word count actually necessarily matters. What matters is the time that I'm spending writing and the kind of pursuit of a complete novel. It's the commitment rather than the actual results for me. It's also been an interesting experiment so far in writing in less than perfect conditions. So I said yesterday about how I'm writing with no inspiration and how I feel like that's kind of important. I think it's also important to be able to write no matter the circumstances you're in. Now that's kind of like a romantic idea. Realistically, there are lots of situations that make it hard to write, but I want to be able to write as much as I can. I don't want to be someone who can only write when it rains or something. And right now, the UK is going through a heat wave for which we are woefully unprepared. And my house in particular has this greenhouse-like effect where, because it's a coach house, it's all upstairs, it has these tiny windows, all the heat comes in and doesn't get back out. And so it's often hotter in here than it is outside. And I don't cope very well with the heat. It has been unpleasant. And my motivation has not been incredible. But I've been sitting down and I have been writing, and I think that's something, you know? And if I can write through probably my least favorite, most uncomfortable weather, then perhaps I've got a shot of writing more frequently the rest of the time as well. I'm hopeful that tomorrow I can do some catching up. It can get depressing if you get really, really far behind. And I'm not one of those people who can write 10,000 words in a day or something like that. I'm a fairly steady writer. When I'm writing hard, I write between 1,000 and 3,000 words a day, never more than that. But I don't know, I still feel positive. I still feel like this is doable. I don't feel like I'm in a pit. And I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for listening, and I'm sorry for the way that my accent is just meandering around just all over the place. Yeah, thanks for listening.